Welcome to EduTalks on Last Word First. And on today's program, we'll be talking about the policies and issues shaping education in Nigeria. I'm your host for today, Taiwo Deborah Oluwafunke. And co-hosting with me on the show is
Labari Nika Queen.
And on today's program, we'll be talking about the Nigerian Education Loan Fund, popularly known as NEL Fund.
And we're going to be telling you everything you need to know about NEL Fund and its benefits.
And in our midst today, you should know anything that deals with talk. We have two distinguished guests in our midst.
Not just distinguished guests, they are also educationalists who are going to be telling us everything we need to know about NEL Fund.
But before we introduce our special guest, we want to go on a break. We'll be right back. Welcome back from the short break. This is EduTalks on Last Word First. And in our midst today, we have a special guest from the Lagos State University of Education, Otto Ijaniki, with a campus at Odo, Noforija, Ekpe. In the person of Mrs. Iyabode Daudu. She is the chief accountant and also a NEL Fund Desk officer. Please, ma, can you introduce yourself to the audience and let us know your role in the university?
Okay, thank you. My name is Mrs. Dawodu Iyabode Abosede. I am a chief accountant and I'm the head of management information and budget and planning in the bursary department of the university. And I also serve as the NEL Fund Desk officer in charge of all the financial process of NEL Fund. Thank you.
And also in the studio with us, we have the president of the College of Humanities Education in the person of Comrade Ayonkomi Jethro.
The president of College of Humanities Education, last word.
We're so happy to have you in our midst. So, ma, to start with, what is the role of NEL Fund? You know, students are talking about NEL Fund. Like, can you please explain what NEL Fund is and tell us what it really means and explain deeper, you know, to students and to our viewers? Yes, ma.
Okay, thank you. NEL Fund is Nigerian Education Loan Fund. Like we all know, the essence of NEL Fund is to ensure that Nigerian students get free education loan to finance their tuition fees and then upkeep in the university. So Nigerian Loan Fund is a federal government initiative that provides a zero-interest free education loan fund to all Nigerian students that intend to further their education in Nigeria.
I think I know little things about NEL Fund. To my own best of knowledge, NEL Fund is an initiative that is brought by the Nigerian federal government to support students, that qualified students, to help them in tertiary education so that no one will be denied of education.
So you're talking about NEL Fund help students to further their education, you know, in terms of when they don't have their financially unstable, you understand? So, and we all know that anything coming from the government is not free. You know, students are kind of skeptical that should I take it or should I not take it? What is your take, ma, about that?
NEL Fund has come to stay, and it is a federal government initiative, like I earlier said, that provides zero-interest loan to Nigerian students, like I said earlier. I will encourage all students to key into this opportunity to apply for NEL Fund loan, because it will help students and their parents to lessen the financial burden on them, and then to give most of our students that intend to further their education to tertiary institution to have the access to quality education at any point in time in Nigeria. So I think for now that is what I can say about it.
Okay, so comrade, so what are the challenges of NEL Fund that you face as a college president?
there are several challenges we face as the college executive. But before I go into the challenges, I want to first of all appreciate the Mr. President for deeming it fit to bring this initiative. It is not easy. But some of the challenges we face as a college executive is that most of our 100 level students, they have what it takes to have this loan, but they are being rejected. And so they are reporting to us. So that's the number one challenge. And another challenge is that most of our students, again, they are afraid to take this loan because you know some of our students have the dream of traveling out after their studies, maybe for masters and all that. So loan, you know, loan can stop you from not accessing. So that's another challenge I think.
All right. Thank you so much for this. So guys, we want to go on a quick break. We'll be right back. Welcome back from the short break. This is EduTalk on Last Word First. So Ma, you were saying earlier about the challenges students face while, applying for the fund. Can you please, Ma, shed more light in that aspect?
Okay. Let me start by saying the process of application. Okay. So for all Nigerian students, if you want to access Nelfon portal, you have to log in on www.nelf.gov.ng. So if you get the website right, then there shouldn't be any problem accessing the portal. So for should I just tell you the
No, you can go
requirements
yes,
before you access the portal?
Yes, okay.
Okay, so first and foremost, you must be a Nigerian citizen if you want to access the portal. And then number two, you have to take JAM so that you can have your JAM registration number for the application. Okay. And then you must have been admitted into a tertiary institution. So if you have your admission, then you have your admission letter. ID card is optional for the application, but you can have it. So another requirement is that you must have your NIN and then your BVN and a valid email address. You'll be sending a code to your email so that you can use that to access the portal. So after that, other personal information too will be asked on the portal. So you go with that. So after that, going to your question. So for last word, because I won't be talking generally now. So for our underlevel students, most of them have been coming down to complain that they have missing information on their portal when they try to access the portal. So the issue is being addressed by our ICT, and by now, most of the students should be able to access the portal. So if anybody is having any challenge accessing the portal before now, they can go back and access it again. I'm sure they will be able to get through the process.
All right, thank you. And regarding the challenges, what does the submission of files, like files in the school, has to do with NELFund? If you've not submitted your required files, would NELFund still give you the loan? Because if you want to log in, it will ask for your institution, and then if you enter your matric number, that's the next question. Mm-hmm. And if probably you've not submitted the required files in the school, it's going to bring like missing information, like there's nothing to attach to the matric number. So students are kind of, why is it like that? Why does file submission has to do with your
Yeah, because before you can be a bona fide student in university, you must have your matric number. So before you can access the portal, because it's part of the requirement you need to supply on the portal before you can access the other information. So you must ensure that you do all the needful in the school before you can get your matric number and then go ahead to access the portal with your matric number.
Right? Thank you so much, Ma. Queen, do you have anything to add?
Yes, I have one question for you, Mr. President. Okay, some students applied for NEL Fund loan, but it has not been approved and disbursed yet, and it affected them while writing their exams. So, like, how do you feel like? What really caused it? Do you have any idea?
Like it has not
Disbursed
been,
yet, yes,
but
but
it
it
has
has
been
been
approved.
approved, yes.
Okay, but I think that question is for Madam. But
Okay.
I'm going to try to shed more light on, just like the way she said earlier. You know, this will happen during the registration process. Maybe there are some missing information,
There.
or due to lack of getting the information on time. Yes, that's that. I think
That's
that
what
will
you
be.
think. Okay, ma, so please, what do you
For
think?
last word now, we the students are supposed to access 2025-2026 session on the portal. You understand? So for now, last word students will be having on their status verified because the fund is yet to be disbursed to the university. And you know that it's only your tuition fee that will be disbursed to the university. The upkeep will be disbursed directly to the students. So in the process of your application, if you don't input your correct information or data for the upkeep, you might not get it. But for your tuition fee, you rest assured that when your information are verified, then sure your fees will be disbursed into the university. So, but for now, 2025-26 session, we are yet to get any fund from the federal government as regards this session, 2025-2026 session. So, seeing verified on your status does not mean that your fund will not be disbursed. It's still undergoing different processes and it will be paid as I arranged. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Ma. And again, Ma, this is the most frequently asked question by parents. You call NEL Fund a loan, like supportive system.
The repayment process for NEL Fund is for all Nigerian students. The repayment will not be due until you graduate from school, you go through your NYSC process, and then a 2-year period after your NYSC, that's a period of grace to be given to any beneficiary of NEL Fund loan. So after the 2 years, NEL Fund will go through the process of checking if the student is gainfully employed during that 2 year um, 2 year grace. You understand? So after the 2 year grace, that's when you start repaying as if you are gainfully employed. That's when you start paying, and then you are paying back 10% of what NEL Fund gives you as the loan when you were in school. So you are paying 10% of the income you are earning to NEL Fund Pulse on a monthly basis. And on the other hand, if you are not gainfully employed in like a private or government establishment, if you have your own personal business you are running, then you can make a plan with NEL Fund on how to repay the loan, and it will still be 10% of whatever income you are earning. And so, but you can also pay at your convenience. You can pay more than 10% if you have the fund. You understand? But it's not compulsory. The requirement or the process for repayment is just 10% of your income on a monthly basis. But you have free access to pay more than what you are supposed to pay, or even pay in bulk at any point in time that you have it. And then when you're traveling out, that's the question. When you're traveling out, you can also make plans with NEL Fund to pay because the process is online. You can access the portal at anywhere you go. It's global, so you can access it anywhere. You can make your payments anywhere. You can make your plan with NEL Fund. Just access the website and then make your plan, and then you keep um making your obligation, and you're good.
The support from the upkeep support from NELFON, how do you think it helps students in the campus?
Obviously, it helps students to meet their basic needs in school because education is not about paying school fees only. You understand? When you want to go to school and you don't have you cannot afford transport to lecture, you cannot buy your learning materials. So learning will not come to place. So with upkeep, it will help students to meet those needs. You understand? So that's just all.
All right, thank you so much. It is a loan stuff and they get allowance. Can't students just can students just feel like they don't want to take the loan? Like, can they just do away with the loan?
Oh, yes. The loan is actually not compulsory. It is for students that are less privileged, students that have challenges in making their financial obligation to the university. So if your parents can afford you going to school without accessing your funding, fine. Your parents can pay for you. But we want federal government wants more students to be able to access quality education by helping the less privileged students that are parents have challenges, financial challenges to pay tuition fees. Because before now, most people after their secondary school education, you will see most of them will say, I'm going now, I'm going to learn a trade or a skill. You understand? Because they feel their parents will not be able to afford the payments for the tuition fee in the university. But now, you don't have any excuse. Once you feel you want to further your education into a tertiary institution, then you don't have any excuse. Just ensure that you go through JAM. When you have gained your admission, you are free to access NELFON loan so that you'll be able to at least continue with your education without any age. Thank you.
Okay, President, this is my last question. So do you have any advice to students or parents out there?
My advice to parents and students is that use this opportunity you have as a student. It's your right as a Nigerian. Once you have what is equal to the tax, take the loan. You understand? I'm also a beneficiary, and I'm not hiding my fact. Yes, I'm a beneficiary. Yes, thank you very much.
We're definitely taking the NELFON loan, definitely.
Well, that's not what I'm talking about. Can
Why?
you see our mom is looking so elegant?
Yeah, she's looking beautiful.
She's not even looking like her age. Like,
Wow.
really. So our viewers, we want to go on the street of Laswell to hear the students' opinion on NELFON, whether they are benefiting from it or not. We'll be right back.
My name is Pius Blessing and I'm here to ask you a few questions. Please, what's your name?
My name is Salu Aderinsola.
Ma?
Salu Aderinsola.
Okay, Salu Aldeunsola. Thank you if I got that correctly. So I want to ask you, what do you think about NELFON?
Okay, NELFON is okay. As a student here, I feel we're supposed to apply for NELFON and they can help with our school fees and some other things.
Okay.
But I applied for it. They didn't answer me. Yeah, they didn't disburse the money. Like, they made me not write my GST exam, which is painful. But they answered some students, maybe because I applied late. I applied November, but did not disburse it. But it's okay, Sha. I feel they're supposed to attend to all students, even if they are going to send an email to us that anything about the school fees, you understand? At least, even if it's an email, we appreciate that, okay, let's not just rely on this and work on.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I just hope the bursary department will look into that. You're very welcome.
Hello, good morning. My name is Peter Oluwashola Mary, and what's yours?
My name is Ichawejo Mustafa Mulere.
So today I'll be asking you some questions about NELFON. So what do you understand at this NELFON?
Due to my understanding, like NELFON is like a loan from the federal government given to students to make life or their studies more easier for them, to avoid dropouts due to low funds and all, sure.
All right, thank you very much. So what are the benefits of NEL fund loan to students?
In my own perspective, like that 20,000 naira monthly, it really helps them a lot because they have to pay for their needs, do whatever they want, and just try to forget a lot of things they are going through during that moment, sure.
All right, thank you very much, Omolere. That's all for now.
Welcome back. This is EduTalks on Last Word First. And so far, we've been talking about NEL Fund. What is NEL Fund? Why are students all rushing that, oh, I want to apply for NEL Fund, I want to apply. But me and Queen, we are trying to apply for it very soon.
Yes.
So NEL Fund is just a supporting system. You know, if you are not financially buoyant at the moment, NEL Fund helps you to pay your tuition. Not only paying, they give you allowance, guide. I see the allowance now.
Okay, wait. Sorry. For that allowance stuff, I heard that some students, they only received like 1 month of that allowance, and the remaining 11 months, they were not paid. So I would like to know why is that?
Um, before you will be able to get your upkeep, the process that I know is that it is until the tuition fee is disbursed. And I think there will be a process in place for like few weeks before the upkeep can be paid to the student. So it depends on when the tuition fee is disbursed to the university. And so, you know, your upkeep is supposed to be paid when you are in school, when the session is still on. Do you understand? So it depends on when the tuition fee is paid. If it's paid close to when the semester or session will end, so that's the remaining month is what you get. So you cannot get paid for your upkeep when you're home. So it's only when you're in school you get the upkeep.
Mr. Comrade, can you please give us your final advice, final talk on NEL Fund?
Yes, my final advice for students is that use the opportunity you have as a student. In as much as you have all the stakes, you are a Nigerian, apply for the loan, and just like Madam have said, it's just 10% out of your salary.
And now, please, do you have any advice, anything to say to wrap up the program?
Okay, I want to, I don't know if I'll be, I'm free to say this, because I'm here in the capacity of the university. So I want to appreciate our amiable Vice Chancellor, Professor B.B. Lafiaji Okuneye, and then my boss, Alaji Ajose Adeni Daniel, for giving me the opportunity to serve in this capacity. And then to the organizers of this program, I want to say thank you for having me. And to the students, your president has said that you should seize this opportunity to get your NEL Fund loan, register on time, and then, you know, but my advice is that you should keep being focused on your education, and I know that God Almighty will continue to see you too.
Amen.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Ma. We're really, really grateful that we've even called and you answered us. Thank you so much.
Okay.
So thank you so much. We really do appreciate, and we hope that next time we call you, you will gladly answer us.
Anytime.
Thank you so much. Queenie.
Okay, we want to say a very big thank you to our Vice Chancellor, Professor B.B. Lafiaji Okuneye, and also to our Head of Department, Dr. Hafiz Oyetor.
And not to forget our amiable lecturer in charge, Dr. Yinka Fagbile, and to the production crew and all. We want to say a very big thank you, and I hope you are able to learn one or two things from this program. We still remain your humble host, Taiwo Deborah Oluwafunke, and we'll see you next time on the same program. Bye.